1. The mind channel of idleness. Physical latency has its sticker prices. It's connected to the advancement of ceaseless medical issues like coronary illness, weight, despondency, dementia, and disease. Numerous individuals are too occupied to even think about making time for essential development exercises that can slow intellectual decay, strolling, cycling, extending, and so on. Being stationary changes the state of specific neurons in the mind, as indicated by another examination in the Journal of Comparative Neurology that recommends a connection among inertia and mental decrease. Ordinary physical movement can profit you intellectually, increment mind synthetic substances which advance better memory and learning, and therapeutically. You know this, however. Information on the advantages of activity isn't an issue in the advanced world, it's the use of significant data. 2. Believe you're performing various tasks? Reconsider. Our cell phones have become Swiss Armed Force blades. We use them constantly. We message while we're strolling over the road, get up to speed with email while driving, peruse or tune into webcasts while remaining in a line. You've likely heard that performing various tasks is terrible for your efficiency. It turns out, it's a propensity that additionally overhauls the cerebrum and makes you less successful. Duke Miller, a neuroscientist at MIT and one of the world's specialists on isolated consideration, says that our minds are not wired to perform multiple tasks well. When individuals believe they're performing various tasks, they're in reality simply changing, starting with one undertaking then onto the next quickly. Furthermore, every time they do, there's a subjective expense in doing as such. Performing various tasks builds the pressure hormone cortisol just as the battle or flight hormone adrenaline, which can overstimulate your mind and cause mental mist or mixed reasoning. 3. Data overburden prompts superfluous overstimulation of the cerebrum. The sheer volume of messages, social updates, and warnings we get can be overpowering. It whittles down the day for some individuals. The consistent stream of substance, if not oversaw, can make pressure and lead choice overburden. An excessive amount of information, that data overburden is probably the greatest disturbance in present-day life, composes Schumpeter of The Economist. A few people gladly gloat of what number of things they can shuffle in a solitary day. Glenn Wilson, previous visiting educator of brain science at Gresham College, London, discovered in his exploration that being in a circumstance where you are attempting to focus on an undertaking, and an email is sitting new in your inbox, can decrease your powerful IQ by 10. To boost your mind each day, utilize better instruments and settings to channel data for the duration of the day. Be proactive about how you expend media. Set up your cerebrum to disregard pointless data. At the point when you sort out your day in view of these standards, you will probably expand your cerebrum's productivity fundamentally. 4. Sitting for a really long time is harming you. Sitting is one of the most noticeably terrible things we can accomplish for our well-being. Another UCLA study reports that individuals who are increasingly stationary have diminishing in mind districts connected to memory. It finds that sitting isn't only a physical well-being hazard, it's a neurological hazard also. The writers write in their paper, it is conceivable that inactive conduct is an increasingly noteworthy indicator of cerebrum structure, explicitly, medial worldly lobe thickness, and that physical action, even at more elevated levels, isn't adequate to balance the hurtful impacts of sitting for expanded time frames. You can diminish the measure of sitting you do by receiving mediations like moderate strolling, standing while at the same time working, in any event, for only 10 minutes one after another, stand-up gatherings. It offers the chance to sit less, move more and lead short gatherings. 5. All that screen time can adversely affect our psychological and passionate prosperity. Today, up-close and personal associations are progressively being supplanted by computerized apparatuses. Individuals invest more energy online than any time in recent memory. Anything with a screen, TV, telephones, tablets, PCs, computer games, establishes screen time, clarifies Tom Kirsting, an authorized psychotherapist and a specialist in the field of psychological well-being and child rearing in the computerized age. In the event that most of our waking hours involves taking a gander at a screen, at that point we realize it is an abundant excess. An up-close and personal discussion is unimaginably useful for your mind. An investigation by the University of Michigan found that even only 10 minutes out of every day of discussion with someone else improved memory and perception. In our investigation, mingling was similarly as successful as progressively conventional sorts of mental exercise in boosting memory and scholarly execution, said Oscar Ibarra, a clinician at the Institute for Social Research (ISR) and a lead creator of the examination with ISR analyst Eugene Bernstein and therapist Peter Winkelmann from the University of California, San Diego. The absence of genuine individual association restrains the cerebrum's chances to improve associations. It can likewise prompt forlornness and sorrow, states of mind that contribute essentially to diminished cerebrum well-being. Taking a gander at screens throughout the day can hurt your eyes, ears, neck, shoulders, back, wrists, and lower arms. It additionally meddles with getting a decent night's rest. As per specialists, unreasonable screen time negatively affects scholarly capacities just as passionate prosperity. Set clear limits with screens to abstain from creating impeding propensities. The objective isn't to maintain a strategic distance from screen time completely, as that is not sensible in current life. Be that as it may, in case you're going to utilize a gadget, be careful. 6. It's shockingly simple for your earphones to harm the pieces of the ear fundamental to solid hearing. Individuals, naturally, love to switch up the volume. It makes the music sounds increasingly fun and vivid. In the period of commotion dropping earbuds and earphones, you can without much of a stretch harm your hearing. At the point when the remainder of the world gets too diverting, it's enticing to fly in your earbuds, wrench up your preferred tunes, and close yourself off to concentrate better. On the off chance that you reliably impact your music too noisily, you can harm your hearing. In any case, it's not simply your ears. Hearing misfortune in more established grown-ups is connected to mind issues, for example, Alzheimer's and loss of cerebrum tissue. At the point when your cerebrum needs to make a solid effort to comprehend what's being said around you, it can't store what you've heard into memory. In this way, secure your hearing by altering the volume of your earphones. It's a great method to save your hearing and permit your mind to work better. One test we prescribe is to expel your earphones, keeping them at your favored volume, and hold them out before you at a manageable distance. Would you be able to hear the music plainly? Assuming this is the case, take a stab at turning it down and rehashing, composes headphonesty. Continuously plan to take ordinary breaks over the span of the day to give your ears a truly necessary rest. 7. Dozing ineffectively disturbs your mind. Inadequate rest is a colossal issue for some bustling experts. Lack of sleep can have genuine present moment and long-haul outcomes. It can defer response times, glucose levels, temperament, cerebral pain, hindered memory, and hormone awkward nature. Ongoing examination shows that not getting enough rest may really contract your mind. Rest is significant for your cerebrum. At the point when you deny your cerebrum solid rest, how it processes data, combines recollections, make associations, and get out poisons endures. Absence of rest hinders your reasoning, weakens your memory, fixation, judgment, and dynamic, and obstructs learning. Improving your rest propensities could be a significant method to improve mind well-being. 7 to 8 hours, night of good rest is fundamental for invigorating new associations and cerebrum development. In the event that you are worried about the well-being of your cerebrum and the nature of your reasoning now or later on, figure out how to deal with your mind. A couple of basic changes to your way of life could help your memory, learning, mental versatility and in general strength of your cerebrum.